Alright, unmuting. Let's go ahead and boop. Alrighty, so today is my mod and girlfriend's birthday. So we're gonna change the pace a bit and we're gonna do some art.
This was his idea.
It was.
So, what's it like being born on the darkest day of the year?
What?
Well, you didn't know? Today is Juneteenth. Therefore, it's the darkest day of the year.
MSO, come on.
I mean, if I'd said if I had said it was the blackest day of the year, it would have given it away.
MSO.
All right.
Dude, historically, Juneteenth was actually a pretty bright day because it was the day that all of the slaves in the country were informed they were free. Historically, it was actually a bright day.
Yeah, fair enough.
So if you ask me how I feel about being born Juneteenth, I actually have no feelings on it because hilariously, until last year, I didn't even know Juneteenth was a thing.
It's been around for, I think, at least a few years.
I mean, it's funny because I was kind of the same. It's like all of a sudden people started talking about it. It's like, wait, since when has this been a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget if it was like back
So
in.
It's cool. It's cool, but it's like I don't have strong feelings because it's like it's my birthday, and I found out that is the same day as my birthday when I was 27. So the day has already lost all meaning to me.
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Sir, we have a.
No, I think it's cool. I do think it's cool, but it's like, it's not like a major day. It's never been a major day in my head. Hasn't been since I turned 18.
Okay. Anyway, let's get the cake. That's pretty much your outlook. Whatever.
Not even
feed me
cake. Not even cake anymore because I'm diabetic.
Sir, we have a beige alarm.
Let's get the bread.
Yeah. Sir, we have a beige alarm. Tell my wife I said hello. That episode was so dumb. That episode of Futurama.
What? I mean, what would even be the diabetic replacement for cake? Now that I think about it.
Sugar-free cookies.
I
mean, I don't really know what else
If
to...
I could ever fucking find any sugar-free cookies, that would be awesome.
Or, actually, since cake is just basically bread with frosting, if you get right down to it, you could just have, like, sweetened bread without... What's up?
I think there's more to it than that.
Yeah, way more to it than that. As
Well, I
someone
mean-
who's baked cakes, there's more to it.
Well, I mean, like, if you really get right down to it, I'm just saying. But it's like, you could probably get, like, sweetened bread that's, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
suitable for diabetics.
I do remember hearing
I-
about I do remember hearing about some recipes for like ice cream bread.
Oh no! Remy, don't torture me like this. Because here's the thing. My local Dollar General hasn't had the sugar-free ice cream in weeks. And it's summer.
Mm.
One time of the year when I would really want ice cream.
Uh,
And they don't have any that's suitable for me to eat.
bad time for me to mention. A couple blocks down, there's a soft serve place near me.
Ah! Are you killing me? Is this my birthday gift? Death?
Oh no,
Feels
that
it with how I went to the food pantry yesterday, and they gave... I don't know if I mentioned this to you, so food pantry yesterday gave me a chocolate bar again, gave me ice cream that I can't eat because it's too sugary, and gave me cooking oil, which is something I have trauma for. These people want me dead.
Become ungovernable. Eat all of it.
Jesus, man.
Yes, even the oil. Just eat the ice cream, eat the chocolate bar, and then wash it all down with the cooking oil.
Despite how I usually act, I do value my own life, so no.
I mean,
I
you have
actually
neighbors. Just be like, hey, the food pantry gave me this shit. You can have it if you want. Like, there you go.
That's actually the thing I was doing, because at our complex we leave food in the community building, and anyone can grab it if they want. I left the chocolate bar there, and the ice cream is still in my freezer because I'm having to freeze it before I bring it over, especially today where it's, again, damn near 90. Remy knew how I was reacting to the chocolate bar, just having it near me.
Yeah, I brought it up that it was basically whispering to her like the Green Goblin mask.
The hunger for chocolate.
She
actually bought a chocolatey snack today. I bought Caroline's.
The devil on her shoulder was literally that guy from SpongeBob that was obsessed with chocolate.
God, fucking feels it. But yeah, I did actually buy something with chocolate in it today because I checked the amount of sugar and it's safe for me. I bought Caroline's. So as long as I only eat two, yeah, like those chocolate, like the chocolate in the wafers, the cream-filled wafers.
Caroline's.
The spirally ones.
Oh, those.
Yeah.
For a second, I was like, did you mean pralines?
No. So long as I only have two, I should be good. The joys of being diabetic. I actually have to read the serving labels on sweet stuff.
Who wants to read?
Chocolate hazelnut is actually pretty good, though.
Oh yeah, I've had Nutella. Nutella's like some of the best. There we go.
Part of me wishes I had like a roll of beef right now.
Ooh, beef.
Because, Remy, you know exactly why. It's a tradition in my family that on your birthday, everyone will make you, or at least the person in charge of cooking, will make you your favorite meal.
Yeah.
And like my favorite meal is a cheeseburger, so.
Yeah, I get ya.
Great, I guess that means I'm in charge this time.
God damn it.
I don't know, what's your favorite dish, MSL? Like, what's your favorite meal?
Basically fried rice and General Tso chicken.
Ooh.
Something I treat myself to like every Wednesday.
So basically fried rice and chicken, so.
Hey, MSO.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
I feel like I should know what you're referring to, but
the drive-through scene from Dude, Where's My Car?
I never actually watched. I never actually watched that.
Oh, I'm not much for I'm not much for stoner comedies, but that particular movie had like a bunch of good jokes in it.
Funny, I actually wanted to. I remember my mom and I looking to rent a movie way back when, and I remember I wanted to see that one, but we ended up getting something else. I forget what we ended up getting, but yeah.
But yeah, it is a thing that my family has always done. Like, on my mother's birthday, we would have chicken parmesan, because that's her favorite dish. My dad's birthday, we would have lasagna. And every year on my dad's birthday, my sister does still make lasagna in his memory.
No.
For Remy, it would be we would make a pizza because he likes pizza.
Yeah. I am a ninja after
I think
all.
I actually did try making you a pizza around the time of your birthday, but I had no clue what I was doing. So the pizza just sort of ballooned. I'm like, this looks horrible. You ate, and yet you still ate it and found it good, which I find bizarre.
Pizza is pizza.
Exactly.
Y'all just have no taste.
Or maybe we're just easy to please.
Maybe.
At least it's not Chicago deep dish pizza. John and Glass just suddenly bursts in. Heard you talking shit!
I was about to say, you are easy to please though, Remy, because I also remember making you, like, my oven-baked potato wedges. But I mailed them to you.
Yeah, I remember those.
You ate cold, old potato wedges and still found them delicious. I'm like, I could make you a shit sandwich and you'd probably find it tasty.
Okay,
I mean, have you not had cold fries? Cold fries are okay.
cold fries are alright.
Cold fries that just went through being like a 3-day mailing process.
The age
I
adds
mean, cold
flavor.
fries are good when they are still fresh. Those sat in the back of a UPS truck for a day.
They were still well preserved.
Funny how you can remember that, but you can't remember my favorite color.
It's blue.
Black.
I mean, you're both technically
Like
right
your
right
soul.
Well, I mean, she is goth.
Wait, wait, what were you saying, Forrest?
now. I mean, technically you're both right, and Remy brought up why you're technically both right.
Let's see.
Black was also I believe black was also my dad's favorite color, so. Alright, so I'm gonna challenge you then, see how much you remember.
Oh,
What's
no.
my favorite type of cookie?
Oh, no, don't do this to me. Come on.
What's my favorite type
I could go somewhere really terrible with this, but I'm trying to debate whether or not it's a good idea since we're streaming. Well, then again, I already pulled the Juneteenth joke, so I can't get any worse than that.
No.
Here's the thing! My favorite type of cookie should be easy! Because I've teased him on it so much.
Yeah, I know. Oatmeal raisin.
Thank you. Now, what's my favorite ice cream flavor?
You said mint chocolate, yeah?
Chocolate chip.
Really?
Yeah, I actually love mint chocolate chip. I've also begun to develop a taste for black cherry ice cream. I really am my father's child.
Oh, damn it.
Because I'm developing a taste for, like, cherry stuff.
Oh, right. I pulled it up and I didn't even press play. Let's see.
I'm also, by the way, I'm not going to ask him anything that I'm not sure on if I brought up to him before. So, I'm not going to ask him, like, what was my childhood dream job? What was the name of my first best friend? Because those are things I haven't told him about.
Not that one.
Wait, what was the name of your best friend? That's obvious. Me. Anyway.
No, I also said childhood best friend.
Again, me. Anyway.
MSO, come on.
You did not know me when I was 5. Would have been weird if you did, because you were still living in a different state and you would have been 13.
Suddenly, I'm kind of glad that I drew your Weavile the way I did, because you sound so goddamn smug.
Alrighty. Okay.
God, I've had some ideas for drawings involving that Weavile, but if I went sick and we're actually in the mood to draw, then yeah.
Here's
what were
a
you
good one.
saying?
This is one I know I've told you about, and I know you've seen because you've been in my apartment and seen like what style I buy and prefer. Do I prefer creamy or chunky peanut butter?
I forget if we even had the peanut butter, but
Oh no, I definitely had peanut butter jars sitting around while you were here.
yeah, I
I'm
guess
fairly certain I'm the only one that actually likes chunky.
I used to like chunky as a kid, but now I kind of just like creamy.
Because just
Yeah,
having
creamy
the
is so
peanut
good.
chunks in there just adds, like, texture.
Yeah,
That's why I love it.
Okay, what is my favorite season?
Also, imagine not liking chunky peanut butter. You have no style, you have no grace.
Well, you done
Ha!
asked
It
for
took me a
taste,
second.
So.
Took me a second.
Anyways,
My
my favorite season.
I think
I know we've discussed this one.
Winter. Who doesn't
No.
love winter?
Me.
Going
think that-
outside, shoveling snow, working those biceps.
Let Remy speak.
Alright, go ahead.
I think I remember you saying it was either winter or spring.
I already said it's not winter, so here's one option.
It would be spring, yeah.
Yeah, I only said winter because just about nobody likes winter.
I love. No, you're wrong because I know I have known 3 or 4 different people throughout my life that adore winter, and I will never get why.
Well, I mean, winter's fun when you're a kid, and then when you get up and you actually have to shovel the snow, I can understand why people don't like it.
I think winter was my father's favorite season, actually, and I could not grasp why.
Wow, Glass responded to the Mario image. Mario had to pay a lot of child support over the years.
To be fair, only for Peach and Pauline.
I mean, yeah, with Daisy, we know it's Luigi, and with Rosalina, it's pretty much theorized that... Actually, no, it's theorized that her dad is Luigi, but...
I've also seen a theory that her mom is Peach, which opened a lot of questions.
I'm trying to find a picture that I previously made, and in order to do so, I'm scrolling back through my DMs with Forrest, and that freaking My Hero Academia comic.
I'm scared of which one you're pointing out.
This is like a dream dimension where people affected by the quirk of that villain go. Ugh, I need to get out of here.
Oh god, no, not that one!
Why am I in Uraraka's dream? What is she doing to me? What am I doing to her?
The question is, with a fan-based theory that Uraraka and Toga now share a fucking body, that there's 2 souls in there. Like, are you sure that's Uraraka or is that Toga? It is shown that like a person's soul does kind of linger in their quirk factor. So it lingers in their DNA as well, because quirks are tied to your DNA.
Yeah.
And given that Toga saved Uraraka's life by transferring all of her blood to her, yeah, it is feasible that Toga's mind is just sitting in there. Spoilers, by the way. So speaking of anime, my favorite anime.
I remember you saying high praises for My Hero Academia and if I could speak, My Hero Academia, but not necessarily your favorite. I remember you praising Your Lie in April.
Also not my favorite.
Oh, but it is up there on the list.
Yeah. I'll give you a hint. It's a shonen with the word mon in it.
Oh, right, Digimon.
Yeah. Which season? I'm kidding. I'm not gonna expect you to guess the season.
Spring. We've been through this.
No, not that.
I know what he meant. I know what he meant.
It's Digimon Adventure 02.
There we go. I found the pictures of some Forrest's character as a dragon with a rage face.
Right, you still need to color those, huh?
That one I did color. The one I did not color was the dragon version making the derp face.
Right. Drake Derp.
Drake derp. You know what? Let me see about getting that in there.
This one should be easy because you made a joke about it during the trip. What's one franchise that I have surprisingly become addicted to?
Ah, yes.
You like had to drag me away from a display.
I did recently get her invested in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, although I don't think that's the franchise she's referring to.
You really had to drag me away from a display. Yeah, I think it was in Walmart.
Trying to remember.
Starts with an H, E, L, L.
Was it Helsing?
No! Hello Kitty!
Hello
You know,
Kitty.
I was gonna say hello. I was gonna say, wait. Oh, you've suddenly gotten into Hello Kitty? Like, I don't think there's a. Why would there be a Helsing display in like? Well, then again, they do. Well, then again, they do sell like a variety of figures and plushies in the electronics section, so maybe they have some Helsing stuff there.
Dude, 4 words. Big titty police girl.
Yes, they would totally have a big titty police girl display at fucking Walmart. Especially for an anime that is over 20 years old.
You'd be surprised.
You know, I gotta say, things like Helsing and Persona, what's her name, Naomi or whatever.
Naomi.
I think that's her name. The one who's like the police woman that disguises
Naoto.
herself as a. Yeah, you know, it's stuff like that that make people go full ACAB, and I don't mean all cops are bastards. I mean all cops are breedable.
Jesus, man.
Fucking hell!
Jesus, man.
It ain't just them. Because I think Zenless Zone Zero has also helped in that regard.
Yeah, Zenless Zone Zero has a couple of characters that I think are cops, so...
Yeah. Like, one of the main characters, I think, is an officer.
Also Sai.
Also what?
Also Sai from Persona 5.
Oh, yeah. Let me...
I know so many people who are into Sai. It's like... I mean, I can see it, I guess, but not really into that kind of girl.
Yes, video is paused. Continue watching. Yes, that's why I have it on a playlist. Dumbass YouTube.
Yes, your music playlist is acting up again. Just like 3 times in the car.
I admit that is probably the dumbest feature that YouTube has, because I get it. It has, like, longer videos now, but at the same time, come on, it's on a fucking playlist. What do you think?
Alrighty, so... I was about to ask, what's my least favorite anime trope, but I'll be honest, that is multiple choice with multiple correct answers.
There we go.
Alright, here's the question. What am I afraid of?
Other than burning your house down?
I'm going to be...
You know, ironically, I was gonna say cooking oil.
I'm going to beat the shit out of both of you.
You know what? Fair. No, that's
You
not.
You know what phobias I have.
Yeah.
Not cooking oil phobia, though I am pretty goddamn close to pyrophobia at this point.
Yeah.
Me, the pyromancer. Richard will remember this.
Okay, this is gonna sound dumb. I'm kind of proud of this derp face because I kind of based it off of what was that parody of Shaggy and Scooby? The way the artist drew Scoob.
God.
MSO might know what I'm talking about.
A parody of Shaggy and Scooby.
Yeah. From what I remember, now it's like it turned into its own shonen anime with like everybody having a super ability or some dumb shit like that.
But yeah, it's heights.
Heights.
The answer I was looking for was heights.
Yeah.
Now for my favorite flower.
Your favorite what?
My favorite flower.
That one. Not gonna lie, I'm having trouble remembering right off. Or was it?
You have a candle.
I like just realized it after saying that.
That's like you have a candle sat right next to you.
Yep. Which, by the way, it smells very nice.
Roses do usually smell nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I still sniff the peony one every now and then.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this song. I still need to actually stream Mighty Number 9 sometime.
Now, what is my favorite joke we've ever made on stream?
Oh.
This is a hard one.
Yeah, this is
a hard one.
This is a hard one because we've had a lot of jokes.
We've made so many.
Yeah, we have. I hate when... There we go. Okay. I hate when Gimp gets like that. Come on. Where is... I am trying to... Oh, right. It's because of the layer I'm on.
For reference, my favorite joke was Inspector.
Ah, yes. The one where I went all Doofenshmirtz. There's a Ghastly. Inspector's a Ghastly?
Because
that was your favorite?
even though I was against Inspector being on a team for a bit, he definitely grew on me.
He won us over. Inspector won us over.
I mean, as far as the joke goes, because I'm just like remembering all of the, like, first thing I thought of was a lot of the shit we used to do when it came to the 4-job fiesta.
Oh, yeah.
Like, some of those jokes you guys were howling at.
The thing is, I was not joking about shipping Bart's and Ferris.
I mean, not even about that. I'm pretty sure there were, like, some other jokes. I'd have to look through the highlights, but yeah.
For reference, I don't remember those. I remember most of the Inspector jokes.
See, I remember them because they were actually funny.
Wow.
The Inspector one, because I'll
you fucking
admit.
started a fight?
Yeah, bring it on, Shorty.
MSO used taunt.
not very effective.
Well, at least I don't have to worry about Forrest trying to like raise his stats or anything.
Joke's on you.
You will have,
Because
you
of how
will have to
taunt
worry
works.
about one thing, though. And it's that I have a broken shopping cart to flail.
Hey.
Wait, you have a broken shopping cart to flip? What?
To use as a bludgeoning weapon.
An entire shopping cart.
Yeah, I have it folded up in my closet.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like an actual like
An actual metal
like
frame
shopping cart. I'm like, how the fuck?
Not like a store's shopping cart. I meant like a personal, like, rectangular one.
Okay.
Alright.
I actually do have two. I have two. I have one that's missing a wheel because the wheel broke off while I was trying to get it out of the closet, and then I have another one.
There we go.
Alright, this one I could actually, like, ask you about because I brought this up yesterday.
Huh?
My guilty pleasure movie.
Boku no Pico.
God damn it, MSO.
I had to say it at least
yeah.
once.
I also said movie.
That is a movie, if I remember right.
No, it is not. Yeah. Remy, what is your guess?
Shoot, I'm trying to remember now. And I feel kind of like an asshole.
It's Looney Tunes back in action.
That's what it was. Now I remember. Ah, god damn it. I was like, I know you said it. I remember you saying it recently. But why am I drawing a blank? And
You're fine, sweetheart. You're fine. There's
I
lots of movies out there, so.
True. But it's just, I fucking hate when that happens. Like,
So do I.
Like-
I understand the feeling completely.
Nope.
Now, what's my favorite? This one I'm not expecting you to get because I don't remember when the last time I brought this up was. What is my favorite type of cheese?
No, you're right. I don't remember if you did bring that up.
I'll give you a hint. It's not like any of the. It's not like cheddar or American or like Swiss. That's removing 3 options. It is a famous type of cheese.
My brain keeps defaulting to provolone.
Because that's the one.
That's the one?
I love provolone cheese, and so does my mother, to be fair.
Provolone is just all around a good cheese. Like,
It really is.
Like, whenever I go to Subway, I almost always get the meatball marinara with provolone cheese.
Whenever I would go to Subway, I would get ham, bacon, and with provolone, pickles and onions, and ketchup.
Ooh.
You went ooh to a dish with pickles in it?
Well, I missed the pickles bit, but other than that. Buckle.
Subway because, yeah, studies have shown that Subway's bread has as much sugar content as cake. So I can't have Subway anymore.
That sucks. Also, I never knew that.
Yeah, apparently they've actually been sued over how much sugar is in their damn bread.
I never knew about that. Jesus.
Wow, and that shit is supposed to be healthy.
Yeah. Apparently their bread is so sugary that that according to some studies, it legally does not count as bread, but instead as baked sweets.
That feels kind of cop-out-y.
Yeah. I'll look this up. How much sugar in Subway bread? 3 to 6 grams of sugar per the 6-inch serving.
That feels
3 to 6 grams. And for reference, normally bread has 1.5.
Huh. Let's see. I think I can go ahead and drop this to selection. You know, I was kind of on Elfeld's theme from Guilty Gear, but it's kind of grown on me.
Also keep in mind that the measure for Subway bread is per 6-inch serving, meaning a full foot long has 6 to 12 grams of sugar. Pulling up the peer lines I've got, the total sugar per serving is only like 7. Yeah, Irish Court's Subway bread ruling highlights hidden sugar in common food. Yeah, literally, an Irish court ruled that Subway's bread is not bread. It counts as cake.
Well, I guess that adds some new context to give me some sugar.
The worst part is that Subway is still one of the safer fast foods for a diabetic to eat. But still, like, I would not be able to have, like, a full sandwich. Not unless it's early in the day.
Yeah.
I could burn off all sugar before it's, like, time to settle down. So if you ever plan to bring me a Subway, bring me, like, in the morning.
Yeah, fair.
What you doing there, Furball? What you doing? Yeah, the towel is in the chair because I just fucking used it, cat. Ah. Oh shit, my legs.
Speaking of Guilty Gear, I'm looking through more of the freaking DMs, and I forgot how much Bridget we had in there. Alright, let's see. Anything else I have available to color?
Besides, it's not like I need much sweet stuff. I've got you.
Hey. Not that one.
Oh, that one just now.
Man, I need to get back to playing ARMS. Wait, or better yet, I need to figure out the thing with the capture card so that I can actually stream it.
Speaking of your Switch, don't forget to bring it once you and I move in together.
Alright, alright. I'm already kicking myself over the first time around. You keep mentioning it, I'm gonna forget it on purpose.
Sorry, it was like...
I kid you not, a lot of the times my boss would try to remind me about, like, when I'm coming in for the next work shift, don't be late, and I said, you know, if you keep mentioning it, eventually I'm gonna forget it. And I recently saw a post, apparently that's just an ADHD thing, where if you put up a reminder, or if you're constantly reminded about something, it eventually just becomes background noise and your brain just ignores it even if you didn't want to?
That's why!
Hey, parents, this is usually why your kids don't pay attention to you when you nag them about something 1,000 times.
Uh,
A lot of parents just...
the funniest part is that... The funniest part is that I could have done that to my mother back when I was like at the end of high school throughout all of college.
I'm mainly just doing it here because, you know...
Sorry, I wasn't done. For reference, the attic was like my space because it used to be the gaming space and computer space, but eventually my father couldn't really climb the stairs anymore, and my mother would never go up there because she's tech illiterate and is proud of being tech illiterate. So it just kind of became my little private space. Like whenever it's dinner, my mother would go to like the bottom of the stairs like, Forrest, dinner! I would be like, okay. I would get up and start walking, like, Forrest, dinner! Like,
why do parents...
It's been 1 second!
Why do parents...
Give me time!
No, seriously, why do parents find the need to do that? Like,
she literally screams it, and it's like, I have to stand up and walk to the kitchen! You realize... I can't just teleport!
Trust me, I bet you even if we could, they would still find a way to complain.
Yeah, still won't be fast enough. Because it's like... I guarantee you, part of it is because she herself has been, like, deaf in one ear for most of her life. Guarantee you, she just assumes that me or my siblings inherited her hearing issues. Despite knowing full well I actually have sensitive ears.
So you basically have the other extreme.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of like the autism thing. Like, sensory issues.
Overload, yeah.
So her screaming would actually get me more worked up and stressed. Because she can't wait a fucking second for me to walk away from the computer and walk down the stairs.
The thing that
before choosing to holler.
Yeah. The thing that used to really annoy the fuck out of me, and I know I'm not the only one who's experienced that. Say I have my headphones on, or whatever, and I could have sworn I hear somebody calling me. I pull off my headphone, I check to see if, like, there was something going on. I hear absolutely fucking nothing. So I put my headphones back on, return to what I was doing. Then I could have sworn I heard it again. I have to wait longer. Turns out they were calling me, and it's almost... Apparently they think I'm going deaf. They never consider, hey, headphones! They're a thing!
Yeah.
Used to drive me up the wall.
The worst part of living with my mother back then was that this would happen pretty much exclusively while I was in college too. So I was an adult and she would do this to me. While I was at class, she would, like, there was a few days, like, I think like 7 or 8 times while I was at college. While I was a college student, where while I was at class, she would go into my bedroom and rearrange everything without my knowledge or consent. Then when I came home and was visibly distressed, because again, autistic, she would act like the victim. She was like, I just wanted to do something nice for you. It's like, then leave my fucking shit alone! I can't find anything in here now! Because I had everything the way I needed it!
For me, it's more just organized chaos, where it's like, okay, yeah, it's a pile, but it's a pile of clean clothes versus a pile of dirty clothes over here.
I mean, that was also the way my room was. But she wouldn't mess with the clothes. No, she would just move around my furniture. She would like push the bookshelf to a different spot and rotate my bed, like turn my bed around so it's flush against the wall instead of having the foot pointing away from the wall. Or she would like turn it so it's flush against the wall on the other side. And she would like move around my posters. It's like you're literally mentally torturing me. You're mentally torturing me. I can't find anything. You rearranged the books on my bookshelf. You changed where everything is. And you not. And she would always act like I'm the bad guy for getting visibly upset that she went into my space without my knowledge or consent and rearranged everything. And I was like, the oldest I was when the last time she did this was I was 20. I was 20 and she did this. It's like, why do you do this when you know what my reaction is going to be and know that this upsets me?
Oh, shoot. I could have sworn I had it marked here.
Of course, this is the same woman who also wanted to keep all of my men's clothes.
Oh, jeez.
When I was like, yeah, no, I don't need these anymore. I just want to like donate them. She's like, no, keep them all in a plastic bag in the attic. It's like, I don't need any of these. I've got a completely new wardrobe. It's like, no, keep them all. It's like, I don't need them. I've got new pants. I've got new shirts. I've got new socks. I've got everything. I spent years getting what I would need for this. You can keep them. Okay, you're keeping them then, but I don't need these. In case of like, I spent years on this prep. If I was gonna have second thoughts, it would have been during those years.
Yeah. You know what, though?
I kept a few pairs of socks just to make her happy.
You know what, though?
And those socks are long gone, by the way. I got rid of, like, those socks saw their last days, like, when I was 22.
I think we're... You know what? This is your birthday. You're supposed to have, like, happier times. You're supposed to have, like, better memories. So let's move away from that.
Yeah, let's talk about my birthday gifts from my high school every year. You want to know what my birthday gift from my high school was every year? Finals! Every year! My birthday fell the first day of finals! I think MSL is just mentally checked out of this convo by now.
I mean, it's more like anything I could say would just get everybody in trouble, so I'm just trying to, like, be a good boy and stay quiet.
To be fair,
Also,
enough,
kid,
fair enough.
also Kitty.
also Kitty.
It's okay.
Yeah, so I've been occupied just petting my pussy.
God damn it, you and Koki.
And she hops off just after I say that.
You guys are lucky to not have your birthdays in June, because again, like, why is it that my birthday gift every year from my high school, excuse me, was the beginning of finals, and every year except for one, I did indeed have to do a final exam. I think it was my senior year. I had high enough grades in the class that I would have like a final on for like my birthday to where I was allowed to skip the exam. Because my high school did a thing where it's like, oh yeah, no, if your grades in that class are high enough, you're allowed to skip the exam because you would still pass the class without doing the final. And I gleefully did that when I was a senior. I did that with the utmost glee. I went the fuck home. I ate expired cupcakes.
Jesus, I know exams make you feel shitty, but
The expired cupcakes were better.
we kind of
Y'all probably wonder what the fuck is wrong with me.
The answer is a lot.
But this was a joyful memory.
I think I had like
I don't know what was the best gift you ever got from your high school on your birthday? Because babe, I feel like your birthday was around the time for like midterms prep.
I never really saw it as such, mainly because my birthday's around Thanksgiving.
But it was probably around the time for midterms prep.
Never really saw the midterms prepped as like my birthday gift. It was just my birthday happened to be around that time.
Also, speaking of my birthday, we'll get on to something happier. What is my favorite flavor of cake?
Oh.
You actually know this.
And I'm trying to
Because
remember.
I've made this type of cake and sent you slices. Starts with a V.
I keep vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla. Specifically, I like vanilla cake with strawberry frosting.
I mean, valid.
Yee.
Let's see. Yeah, I think I remember doing an AI coloring of this picture, but never actually coloring it by hand. So I guess.
Alright, E. So now, this is gonna hurt ya.
Oh.
What's my least favorite type of cake? This is gonna hurt someone.
Chocolate.
Oh, it's not chocolate. I actually like chocolate cake, just not as much as vanilla. Because I think
I only
chocolate
said that
was
because
my
you said it would hurt
Charlie's
somebody.
favorite.
And I figured if anyone, it would probably hurt Zanar, because he, like me, is a chocoholic.
Yeah. Because I believe it was my sibling Charlie, actually, his favorite type is chocolate cake, so we had that a lot. And I actually, because I already like chocolate, eating chocolate cake was not a bad thing to me. I just grew to like it more. But my favorite type of cake is a type of cake that could be construed as healthy.
Oh.
Probably carrot, then.
Carrot, yes.
Right.
Carrot's good.
Now I feel like an idiot because I remember you mentioning several times, and I somehow forgot it on the spot.
So who exactly was that meant to hurt?
I thought you guys liked carrot cake.
I mean,
I do, I just said that. But it was like, I guess it's because for me it's not as much as chocolate.
Fair enough. But I know people who adore carrot cake. It's like, I can't. I don't like carrots, to be fair. I never have.
Oh, right. That's why you responded the way you did when I said, carrot sandwiches sound tasty.
Yeah, because it's like, what are you, a
Carrot sandwich.
fucking
Oh.
rabbit?
Alrighty.
Hey, did you know carrots are good for your eyesight? Sticks them in your eyes. You lied to me.
I've actually never heard of using carrots for a sandwich. That sounds kind of interesting. Hey, sweetie, back for more, huh?
Aw. Harriet harassing you more.
And
Mm-hmm.
and the worst part is that carrot cake was my mother's favorite. Is my mother's favorite type of cake. So guess what we had every year on her birthday?
Red velvet?
I wish. We had carrot, though nowadays it seems her favorite type of cake is strawberry cake, which I'm way more of a fan of. Yeah, and I wasn't allowed to complain about eating the carrot cake because it's my birthday. I was like, well, I'm not gonna enjoy eating this. I'm probably just gonna end up throwing away my slice at the end of the night because I can't stand this.
It's like that bit from the Lorax where it's like, I will eat it, but I'm still offended by it.
Yeah. It's almost like if you force a neurodivergent child to eat something that they actively that they actively have like a gag reflex whenever they try to choke down, it's not gonna make them like it more, it's gonna make them like it less.
People seem to...
You should instead get creative in like trying to get your neurodivergent child to eat healthy, rather than trying to force it down their throat like you're a mama bird.
Let's see.
Seriously, like the sheer number of times he would just give me plain cooked carrots. It's like, I don't eat this. She's like, well, you're gonna eat them. It's like, what she could have done instead is put them in something that I like. That way I still get them. I am not, do the dog, trick. Where you put something healthy in their treats so that they still get the nutrients. And then again, my mother was never a good cook.
There we go. How's that looking? Good. I think that's looking good so far.
Yeah, it really is. Let's not get into what my mother considered properly cooked chicken.
Oh.
For reference, and this actually went for all the meats my mother would cook. She would cook them in such a way where she would cook out all of the juices, leaving them as dry slabs. If y'all ever wonder where my ketchup addiction came from, that would be it. And growing up, that's just how I thought meat was. I just thought that properly cooked meat was dry as fuck. Oh, y'all, when I had, actual chicken meal at a friend's house back when I was, a teenager, I nearly vomited from how flavorful it was. I couldn't process it.
See,
are you sure this chicken is finished?
See,
why?
See,
Because
this is
it's
why
not
I go.
dry.
This is why I go by the King of the Hill mantra. If somebody asks for well done, we politely but firmly ask them to leave.
I mean, you definitely need well done chicken. You can't exactly
You can't exactly
medium rare poultry.
Yeah, but unlike beef or
Well,
pork,
you can like still cook poultry thoroughly and let it have its juices.
yeah.
My mother did not know that you could do that, or if she did not care. She preferred it dry as cardboard.
Oh, nope. There we go. Ah. There we go. That's
And
what I'm looking for.
she'll do this with all meats. Beef, pork, chicken, turkey. Fish! Like the rare times that she cooks fish that wasn't fish sticks.
What is going on?
It's like she feels that if the meat has any flavor left in it, it's not done. Nowadays, I actually prefer medium well beef.
No, I'm just.
Medium rare is still just too like red and soft to me. I'm getting there though. I'm getting there.
I'm just imagining her freaking like pulling up some charcoal burnt chicken, and it's just like that's not well done. That's congratulations.
She has actually done that before.
You know, actually, I was going to say, like...
Stepfather has told me that she tried serving him literally charcoal, like, meat. Like, he obviously gave her shit for it because that's not meat anymore! That is something you used to cook meat!
Funny enough, I was going to say, how do I like my meat? Black. Because I actually like eating burnt meat.
You're weird.
Yeah, no shit. You've known me for how long?
You really are a dark type. Just the
but yeah,
fuck
I
up
get the
little
feeling that
fuck.
you know what? If there's ever like a big barbecue for my family and you're invited, you and my mother can go have your own. Go have your own. Enjoy your dry slabs. Us will have actual, like, properly cooked meat.
Let's see. I need to get back.
Well, that actually lets me ask a question, Remy.
Yeah.
Remy, how do you prefer your beef?
Medium rare.
Alright, I can deal.
I like juices in my meat.
You can serve juices with medium well, but yeah, I get ya.
Then I must politely but firmly ask you to leave. No.
But I'm in my house!
Get the fuck out. Maybe touch some grass while you're at it.
Jesus. Alright, let's...
I thought you were gonna say, but it's my birthday stream. I'm like, too bad, get out of the call. But then you were like, no, but I'm in my house. It's like, okay, that makes it better.
Trying to think of a good color for the main vehicle itself. Like, given what I have, it's mostly, like, muted, earthy kind of colors.
According to someone on another server, apparently My Hero Academia is getting one more season.
I think I heard about that, and I think that's the last season, not counting Vigilantes.
Yeah, because we're currently in the middle of the final battle. Like, Season 7 ends on a cliffhanger in the middle of the final battle, so...
Yeah, because he follows up with, I thought season 7 was supposed to be the end. Is there even enough story left to make another season? And then someone responds by saying, just in time for Vigilantes to take over and be the main series.
I mean, yeah.
I would love for Vigilantes to take over and be the main series, because it means we will get more Eraserhead, and Eraserhead in a more active role.
Of course, you'd
Let
be
me
excited
know
for
how
that.
much I love that!
I was about to say, yeah, of course you'd be interested in that.
Look! Aizawa is hot! He's like one of the few... Like, he's one of the adult characters in the show. Why do people not make fun of him? Pay any price!
I don't
Why
know.
is it always the underage characters? Why can't you people focus on the clearly sexy adults that the show provides?
Because that's fucking boring.
It's fucking legal!
You know what?
That's why it's boring.
MSO, come on. Also, in that line of thought, I actually had just the dumbest idea occur to me. Having any bedroom action with Aizawa would probably be the most boring thing, because his whole thing is being able to deactivate other people's quirks. So
No, actually,
So no quirk active in the bedroom. It would just be the most vanilla thing ever.
Remy? Do you remember that Aizawa is a ninja? He has proficiency with a fucking, like, capture tool that works like rope.
Oh, so Shibari.
Creative.
And y'all know rope play is one of the more common kinks. Right?
I mean, I was just joking about the thing with the deactivation quirk, but
Laughed so well, my witch's laugh came back out.
they cast you for Gruntilda in the next Banjo-Kazooie game. Do 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 do. I remember seeing Light Hero's Halloween video where he and a couple of friends were playing Left 4 Dead 2. And what was it? One of the mods was swapping out the witch with Gruntilda, and if I remember right, they even swapped out the music.
As soon as I heard you bring up Left 4 Dead 2, I'm like, oh, I see where this is going. But that's even better. God, please tell me the crying was replaced by her laugh.
I forget if it was. There we go. I think that turned out all right. Like, imagine a tinkerer kind of artificer dwarf who just goes in all heavy armor because he thinks his machine could help people dig. And now I just need...
Oh God. I was so in the Pokemon channel, the fucking Magikarp battle. Ah! Whoa, bot came. I was paying attention the whole time.
Yeah, neither was I. I took care of it.
Hey. One last question, pertinent for tonight's stream. What is my favorite weapon class in Skyrim? It's not that hard. We got daggers, swords, war axes, maces, great swords,
Today,
battle axes, warhammers, and bows.
I'm sensing a running theme of I know these, but somehow my brain just keeps drawing blanks.
And they're down to the one-handed weapons for you: dagger, sword, war axe, mace.
There we go. I want to say it was the dagger, but no, that's me.
You like war axes.
No. The war axes happened as a matter of convenience. Alright, let's see.
The answer is mace. Why? Don't call anybody.
Oh.
There, you have a Christian joke.
No.
Gods no. It's the sword.
Just the base sword, yeah.
Fun trivia question. Why did Christian say that? And what does it have to do with mace?
Wasn't that from the thing with Sonic Boom and the new design of Sonic at the time?
Yeah, because he was going completely apeshit over the fact that he had blue arms. And he ended up firing mace at a GameStop employee because he was like vandalizing a Sonic Boom stand or something like that.
Oh,
he was doing something. He didn't even shoot the guy in the face. He like shot him in the shirt. So it's like, okay. But it's still qualified as, assault because mace.
Yeah.
Why is it?
I'm so curious what your favorite weapon in Skyrim would be, MSO.
Yeah, probably. Probably sword. I don't know.
You'd be a sword. Alright, would you go one-handed or two-handed? Because if you're one-handed, it's sword. If it's two-handed, it'd be great sword.
Yeah, probably one.
So, now would you dual wield like Remy has been?
Maybe. It kind of depends.
You got two dual wielders here.
Well, I said maybe. It only depends.
Yeah. Because again, Remy has gone full Unga Bunga, like a true Nord, and is dual wielding axes.
Hey, it works.
It works and fits your character being fucking massive. Because he turned like the weight meter all the way up, which for male characters gives them just all the muscle.
Alright, let's see. I think I'll go...
Like it's not weight, it's heft. He has become a hefty, muscly boy.
Start.
Wow, really? I mean, excuse me, Todd Howard, but I would really like to play as a fat fuck if you don't mind.
You can see in the stream tonight. Yeah, you can see in the stream tonight, Emma. So that Remy's character's like biceps are as big as his head. This boy is large.
Lorge.
Is indeed large.
Oh lord, he coming.
Oh Lord, he coming with his axes out. Oh God.
In awe at the size of this lad.
The size of this lad, indeed. The size of this lad, clad in steel armor. The goal of getting up to ebony armor. This lad gonna be wearing pure black armor.
There we go.
What ebony armor in Skyrim looks like? Look it up. He's gonna be the Black Knight. With 2 war axes. Meanwhile, me, you have to restart that save file in Skyrim. For reference, episode, I screwed up cloud saves in my Switch version of Skyrim. And now I don't have any of my saves anymore. Originally, I was doing a playthrough of just me alongside Remy's playthrough, which is just him. And, I was going light armor. This time, I think I might go heavy. Namely because the light armor that I would want, which is glass armor, hard to get a hold of. The heavy armor I would want, easier to get a hold of. Because I would go Goth, and I would go with Daedric Plate. I'm wearing Demon Armor. Yes, love?
No, just, trying to make trying to make a headlight effect.
And question for you, Emma. So, would you go light armor or heavy armor?
Let's see. Gaussian blur. Let's see about that.
You're gonna be heavy armor like me and Remy?
I guess.
Alrighty, so your options for heavy armor in Skyrim with all the base DLCs, not counting the Creation Club stuff, you got Iron, Dwarven, Steel, not listing these in order, I just realized, Steel Plate, Orcish, Ebony, Daedric, Dragon Plate, Storm Heavy, Bone Mold, Imperial are the ones you can make. And Ancient Nord. Nearly forgot about Ancient Nord. Yeah, those are the ones that you can make. Any of them sound interesting to ye?
That ancient one sounded kind of cool.
Ancient Nord?
Ancient Nord? That one will take a while to make. If I'm being real. I listed just because it is something craftable, but you have to go through the entirety of the companion's quest line in order to be able to craft it. But if you want to go on Ancient Nord, I just realized we're all wearing like dark colored heavy armor. Remy's got Ebony, I've got Daedric, and you've got Ancient Nord. So we've got black, and gray.
I mean, I don't know what any of these things look. I just went. It sounded kind of cool.
Okay. Well, pick a few that sound cool then, and I'll send you designs.
There we go. I think that looks alright.
So yeah, Ancient Nord.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Right. You need me to list all the armors again.
Yeah, you might.
You know, I will DM you the list of craftable heavy armors. That's actually smart. That way you can look these up on your own. Oh no. Oh no, Kojin just DM'd me about something.
Oh no.
Konami fixed Burning Abyss for Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh no. Why is Burning Abyss back? Why is it back? Back! Why?
Well,
Dante, go away!
well, you mentioned Daedric. I mean, that sounds kind of cool.
You want to look up Daedric armor? I didn't expect the Christian to be like, yeah, I want to wear the armor of literal demons.
Let's see. Well, wait, what's Silver wearing?
He wants to go with Ebony, and I'm going with a Creation Club thing, Daedric Plate. I might instead go with Spell Knight, because I like what the Spell Knight armor looks like, but that's not really craftable.
Oh yeah, the ebony armor looks kind of cool too.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, the Ebony armor is literally just the Steel Plate armor, but in black.
Let's see. Oh, MSO. I forget if I brought this up to you before, but, you don't have the Capcom Fighting Collection, too, do you?
I don't think I do.
Because I figured you'd like both the Power Stone games. They play kind of like Super Smash Brothers.
Fighting game collection 2. Yeah, well, I mean, it's also a fighting game, so I wouldn't, you know.
I would classify it as more arena based.
Also, here's for the stream this evening, Remy. I hope that you finally gained another level. That is my hope.
Let's see what we can do.
So this Daedric
You're
armor
still
is
late.
literally. So this Daedric armor is made from parts of demons, right? If what I'm reading here is correct.
Here's the fun thing. The Daedric armor is made using the exact same materials as ebony armor, with the inclusion of a Daedra heart. So the heart of a Daedra. Which
Actually,
is
I
what
just noticed that
causes the
about ebony
to
armor.
look the...
It's actually funny.
Yeah. It's even in the lore. It's stated that the inclusion of a Daedra heart is what turns the ebony armor into Daedric. And the same for the weapons. Because if you look at the Daedric armor and weapons, and then the ebony armor and weapons, they're basically the same, except the Daedric armor seems warped and corrupted.
So what you're saying is I have to kill a demon in order to create this. Multiple demons, actually, right?
You'll need one Daedra heart for every piece you want to make. So you'll need a Daedra heart for the helmet, for the cuirass, for the boots, the
So
gauntlets,
1,
the
2, 3,
sword.
4, 5, 6. That's counting just the armor and the shield. So again,
No, 'cause
I
it's-
have to kill
no,
multiple demons
five if you
for this
count.
to work. My point
5
being,
hearts if you count the shield.
whatever.
Because the
Anyway,
helmet,
my point
cuirass,
is,
boots, gauntlet, yeah.
how is this a how does me being a Christian get in the way of this again? If I literally have to kill
it's
demons.
really demonically powered armor.
Yeah, but it's more like, yeah, I just killed a bunch of your guys to make this. That's more of a statement than anything.
To be fair, the Daedra wear Daedric armor, so they kill each other to make this stuff.
Why do I have?
Yeah, but it says something. It says something about like a mortal doing it rather than
Why do I have
like-
a feeling that MSO would make a killing streaming Doom?
Probably one. And then of course, if you want to do archery, you'll also need to make the Daedric bow, which will be another Daedra heart. And I forget if you need Daedra hearts to make Daedric arrows.
Let's see.
Not it matters. At the end of the day, we're all picking our armor, our final armor, not necessarily our final weapons. Because you can use because unless you just want the weapons to go along with the aesthetic, you can just use the strongest weapons in the game, which are Dragonbone. And those are way easier to make because dragons be every fucking where in the game. And usually drop 3 bones each.
Daedric actually has what looks like. Well, I mean, it's pretty damn high. Let's see, it's more
For
than ebony,
Daed-
almost twice as much.
Yeah.
Damn.
Daedric
Okay,
armor. The Daedric armor is the highest defense armor in the entire game, but the highest attack weapons in the game are the Dragonbone weapons added by the Dawnguard DLC.
Oh, and Dragon Plate comes rather close. It's about
Yeah,
12
Dragon
off, but
Plate
yeah.
is the second. Dragon Plate is the second sturdiest armor in the game. Before the Dawnguard DLC, there was never any reason to use dragon armor unless you were light armored, because dragon scale armor actually is stronger than glass, but if you're heavy armored, you just go with Daedric. Dawnguard DLC made so much shit better. Let you make your own arrows, so archery was more possible because you could just spam making arrows. They buffed the vampires, and they added Dragonbone weapons, so you actually had a reason to get the dragon armor perk if you were heavy armored. because then you could get better weapons. And I remember playing Skyrim before the Durgon DLC came out for PS3 and being like, I can't wait to play this so I can use this because then I make Dragonbone weapons. I believe the DLC was already out for Xbox and PC, but hadn't yet come to PS3. I was like, this sounds so cool, and I can't wait to do it. Because I had a character who was like level 35 and had magic armor. And I switched to dragon armor because I wanted to, because I liked the aesthetic more. Just like Remy likes the aesthetic of Ebony best.
Yeah, it does look pretty good.
So while I'm waiting for this thing to do the zoom motion blur effect, I just conveniently found a stock photo of, like, funny enough, Luray Caverns.
Oh?
To use for the background.
Nice.
Kind of appropriate.
And now if we can get Koki to say heavy armor, we'll just be four brutes. I think Koki would probably be a two-handed weapon user though.
3 brutes and
I
a
could see
really
Koki
tanky frog.
3 brutes and a really tanky frog. I could see Koki probably being like a two-handed user, like big sword or axe.
Ooh, there we go. That actually looks good. That.
Which, to be fair, Remy tried using two-handed in this game before, and it was was your opinion on two-handed again?
I just found dual wielding one-handed to be easier.
To be fair, it's faster. Although you blow through your stamina like nuts.
I recover it fast enough.
No, you don't.
Okay, why is...
No, you fucking don't.
I do.
I remember you had to drink 30 bottles of wine to get your stamina back up at one point. Your character just getting sloshed.
There we go. I mean, in true Viking fashion, I get sloshed, I recover my strength, I go at it again.
Just like a true nod. Just realize, we've also got 2 Nords and an Imperial in this group, because I'm a Nord, you're a Nord, and Marcel is an Imperial. What would Koki be?
Let's see.
Would Koki be human like us? Would she be an elf? Would she be beast folk?
Okay. I have an idea of how to do this. Let's see. Let's shrink the selection by 15. Let's do it again. All right. Let's move the selection area bit over here. Okay, Control I to invert the selection.
Wait, no, I remember now. I wasn't a Nord, I was a Wood Elf. Which again, just goes to like the joke in some of the Skyrim community, like never ask a true Nord his girlfriend's race. Yeah, so Nord, a Wood Elf, an Imperial and whatever Cookie is.
A Nord, a Wood Elf, and an Imperial walk into a bar. That just reminded me of one of my favorite jokes as a kid.
Yes.
Two guys are walking their dogs down the street. They pass by a bar. They see the sign outside that says no pets allowed
know
except
this
for...
joke.
Yeah, they say, they see the sign that says no pets allowed except for service dogs. So one guy's disappointed that, we can't go in there to get a drink. The second guy's like, watch this. He pulls out a pair of sunglasses, puts them on, and walks his dog into the bar. The bartender says, like, I'm sorry, sir. We can't allow you with your dog in here. The guy says, I'm blind. This is my seeing eye dog. Can't you tell? The bartender looks and says, oh, sorry about that, sir. Here, have a drink. The first guy looks through and he's like, oh man, that's actually genius. I should do that. He pulls out his own pair of sunglasses and walks his dog into the bar. The bartender looks at him and he says, I'm sorry, sir, we can't let you in here with your dog. But I'm blind. This is my seeing eye dog. Can't you tell? The bartender just looks disappointed. Sir, that's a Chihuahua. And then the guy pauses.
Chihuahua? They gave you a Chihuahua?
Yep.
I remember this joke, but I remember a different version where the first guy actually does get questioned. The bartender, like the bouncer's like, Doberman Pinscher? Guy's like, yeah. It's pretty popular these days. He's loyal, friendly, keeps you safe from burglars and the like. And the bouncer's like, actually, yeah, no, that makes sense. Go right in.
Go.
And now because my mind's still in pessimistic mode. I remember the story of how like a lady got kicked off the bus. Blind lady got kicked off the bus because, as the bus driver said, you're not blind because blind people don't own black dogs. It's like,
What?
Oh.
yeah.
I
That
think I
was
get
an
it.
actual headline. It's like, I hope the bus driver got fucking fired. Like, how do you... That feels like multiple layers
I think I...
of just being a terrible person, like judging the dog's fur color and assuming the person can't be blind.
Well, my first thought was it's about that thing where people are adopting black dogs and cats because normally they get rejected or ignored because they're not photogenic enough or some weird stuff like that. I remember hearing something about it. It's like something stupid like that.
Oh, it's like, they're not photogenic, bitch, if you just try. Oh, just too lazy to find a way to make a dark-furred animal look good in a photo. I've made
that's
Lance look great. Like, Lance looks great in every photo I take of him. Lance is so used to my ranting. He's just sitting on his scratching box and is asleep.
He seems to really like it. I think I made a good call in getting that for him.
You did. You did, because that's basically a bed for him now. Oh, and stretch. And turning around.
There we go.
Come here then. He gets up, stretches, just walks up to me. Inflating balloon.
Okay, and let's see. I think I'll just go ahead and duplicate. And let's play around with the Gaussian blur. Ah, there we go. That's like perfect. Okay, I think I just need to put some shadows around his face, and that ought to do it.
Now he is loafing on the floor and staring at me. Also, I just noticed we're at time.
Yeah, I just noticed it a bit myself, so. And let's see.
Balloon. Catogo balloon.
Katogo balloon.
Yes.
The light is beautiful and on this moon is fire. Boom, boom, boom.
Breath.
Nope. Bedtime so real. It's just a snapshot in time. It's journey. Destination. Enjoy the ride.
Thank you, sweetheart. MSO.
Mm-hmm.
At the Skyrim talk. If my samurai, you were gonna go Spellblade like me, right? Sword in one hand, magic in the other?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Alright. You want to choose the schools of magic you would use. Because there are 5, I believe. Alteration, illusion, destruction, restoration, conjuration.
There we go.
Which ones do you reckon you would play with?
I'm not entirely sure, really. Huh. I imagine I'd have a mix. I imagine I'd have like a mix of restoration with something else.
Restoration and maybe destruction.
Well, maybe. I'd have to actually look into the. I'd have to actually look into it.
Best way to describe, I'm sure you can guess what most of these are. Like restoration is healing, destruction, damaging, conjuration is summoning, illusion is illusion, and alteration. The best way to describe alteration is it's whatever magic doesn't fit into the other categories. So it's not like defensive or healing magic. It's not damaging magic. Well, I guess there are some alteration spells that are defensive, but not like shielding. None of it's really none of it is really summoning anything, and it's not mental illusions. Like you get, it's altering magic. So you got stuff like the mage armors, candlelight, and mage light. I believe transmute mineral ore is an alteration spell. As well as, I believe, transfusion? Oh, no, there's like a spell, no, that's just an illusion. Because I was like, there's a combo that everyone does to get their illusion and restoration up to 100, like, it's nothing, but it's like a spell that converts HP into MP, and a spell that converts MP into HP, and they just cast that constantly while walking around. To cast them together.
Jeez, sorry. I was trying to think of a name for this character for like saving the file, and I just thought of the most dumbass epic sounding name. Eric the Titan Rider. Because I mean, instead of riding a horse or anything, he's riding a freaking mech.
Ooh, yeah. Hello?
Yep.
Someone's hopped in. Oh, it's Sonar again! The other heavy armor sword person in Skyrim. We have 3 people in this group who use heavy armor and swords. Me, MSO, and Zanar. Remy uses heavy armor and axes.
Look, you need the DPS.
Okay, so Silver wants to be a barbarian.
Yeah, he's a barbarian. I'm a spellblade. MSO's a spellblade. You're a knight.
Hey, I'm the Dark Knight. Get it right.
Dark Knight. Right.
I just don't have the proper armor yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, not yet. I have to restart because I lost all my saves in the Switch version of Skyrim.
Let's see.
And I was going light armor, sword, and magic. But I kind of want to be that, like, one crazy tiny elf in heavy armor with a sword. Cause I'm a wood elf.
Hey, Zinar. What you think of the picture?
Give me a minute to freaking. The stream itself is kind of being.
Yeah. If you can't look at it through Discord, feel free to look at it through Twitch.
That's the problem. Neither one of them is working properly for me.
Oh, god fucking damn it. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and print screen it then.
Yeah. Meanwhile, MSO, my magic classes are everything but illusion because I dislike illusion magic in Skyrim. For reference, MSO, illusion magic in Skyrim generally is limited by level. As in, the stuff you cast on your enemies, the enemies have to be lower than a certain level to be affected by it. In a game where everything levels up alongside you until you discover where they are.
Huh.
Alright.
So weren't we having this issue before?
What, with the stream?
Yeah.
Mm,
Pretty sure we had this issue last week. I think it was.
I think you're right.
Which makes illusion magic. It makes illusion magic really good in the beginning of the game. But aside from courage, rally, invisibility, and I think water breathing, I think that's a illusion spell. Illusion pretty much drops off entirely late game. It also doesn't help that animals, the undead, Daedra, and automatons are all immune to illusion magic unless you get the perks that make illusion spells work on them.
Why is it not letting me? There we go. Jeez. Alright, I think that will do it for today. Let's go ahead and raid Jupiter Climb, who is currently doing, it looks like a Metroid Fusion randomizer.
And to be fair, the limitations on like what they work on doesn't matter to me too much, because restoration magic doesn't work on the undead or automatons.
All right.
But restoration magic doesn't have the level limits.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna raid with our default message. Nobody expects the Shinobi Inquisition, and we're gonna raid Jupiter Climb. Later on this evening, I'm gonna try to stream some Skyrim. Show you guys what I've been up to on my file.
I hope y'all are ready for like fishing quests, because that's what we've been doing. And we're still not done with that quest line.
Yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and raid, and I will see you guys later.